Mike McCoo, Chairman of the Wellington Board of Finance, calling to order the special meeting of June 8th, 2022 at 6:42 p.m. First order of business is seating alternates. We have one alternate, Jim Gilligan, and I'll make a motion that we seat Jim in place of Christina Milos. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second from Pete Tanaka. Samantha, can you call a vote, which would just be myself, Jeff, and Pete, I guess.
Sure. Jeff?
Oh, he's raising his
So
hand.
does that count? Okay.
Yeah, we'll count that as a yes.
All right. Peter
Yes.
and Mike?
Yes. Okay. Hang on a second. Moving screens here as usual. Next order of business is present to speak. Public participation is desired and encouraged. Speakers will be limited to time and appropriateness of comments to maintain progress, stay on topic, and maintain decorum. If anyone would like to speak, this is your chance. All right, looks like we have none. Sorry, phone's ringing, of course. Next order of business, our one regular agenda item is item number one, Wellington Fire Department number one, request for $23,000 in additional funding for the current fiscal year budget overrun. Board members have received the background information. This is a combination of the discussions that started in October about the costs of repairing the current ambulance, as well as unexpected larger repairs on one of the fire trucks. Chief Moore, do you want to give, or President Gantic, do you want to give any more information in the background for this?
No, I think we've gone through it quite a bit. We're more than happy to answer any questions. We said the reasons for the overages was because of the ambulance repairs and Squad 113 repairs.
Okay, board member questions for the chief? Looks like Jeff is connecting to audio, so we'll give that a second. I do have a suggested motion. I have some information for a motion from Donna. Jeff, are you trying to speak? Guess I'll take that as a no. Okay, so Donna has looked through the current fiscal year budget and has found, as we typically do at the end of each budget year, there is a little bit of money here and there. We typically will make transfers at the end of the year. That is still on our radar for this next Thursday's meeting, the regular meeting. But there is enough money available to cover this overage on the Wellington Department account. So I am going to just point out what those two accounts are. If you hang on just a second.
Hey, Mike, if you don't mind letting me in a second time, I'm trying from a different
I
device.
did. I did.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so Donna's suggestion was that in reviewing the budget, she has determined that the $19,000 health insurance placeholder was not needed this year. And there are two capital expenditure projects that came in under budget. One was the Hall Memorial School gym floor resurfacing, which is $766 under budget. And the other one is the town office building carpet and floor replacement, which is $3,794 under budget. What she has suggested is that we would do a transfer of $19,000 from employee health insurance and of $4,000 from capital expenditures, which would give us $23,000 to transfer to Wellington Fire Department #1's operating budget. So I can get my screens back around here. Any questions, board comments? Okay, and one more item for clarity and sake of background, because these are transfers within the current fiscal year budget, which is in essence, well, the budget itself is approved by the taxpayers. So they are overall, their expenditures approved by the taxpayers. We are allowed to do the transfers within the budget. So this is not something where we have to recommend a motion back to the selectmen and then on to the townspeople, because we're not adding new money to the budget. So that's why we'll follow this path. For Pete, you have a question?
No, I just didn't know. Was that the exact wording from line item thus and such, to thus and such, all that?
I'll make the motion with the exact line items.
Beautiful.
Does that work for you?
That works for me. That way I don't have, somebody else doesn't have to read it.
Okay. So I move that we make a transfer of $19,000 from line 0831 employee health insurance to line 0004 transfer out to Wellington Fire Department #1. Can I get a second on that motion?
Second.
Okay, any board discussion? All right, Samantha, let's vote.
Jeff,
Yes.
Peter,
Yes.
who else is on there?
Jim and me.
Jim
Yes.
and Mike.
Yes. Okay, motion carries. And hang on. Further, I move that we transfer $4,000 from line 0930 capital expenditures to line 0004 transfer out to Wellington Fire Department #1.
Second.
Any board discussion? Okay, let's vote.
Jeff,
Yes.
Peter,
Yes.
Jim,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes. Motion carries. Hope that plane is not too loud in the background. Okay. So that completes this item. Correspondence, you have present to speak. We're back to present to speak. Anybody? Okay, good and welfare. Thank you to those who came out on a special night for this. For the board members, remember that we have a regular meeting next Thursday. And Pete, you want to go?
Move to adjourn.
I'll second that. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
And aye. Sounds unanimous. Thank you all.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everybody.
Good night.
Good night.